し、やるかー。じゃあ EMEA のウォッチパーチーを。
Almost came with a hefty cost, but Cracks gets nothing. CNET not a captain. Oh wow, they're not having an easy time. Thrash already caught one.
おー、フットカーワインコープか今日は。
Can CNET make this?
ちょっと待って。
Beautiful double.
いきなりえぐいの出た。
I would say it's on the verge of unwinnable unless they give him the fight of his life up top. We just pick the weapon and get out of here. But he wants to drop those. He wants to try for it. The wall up. The fuse won't even get half. And they know now he's not on it. On time alone, it seems like they've won.
あー、ノンタイムか。
Indeed, it's locked in. Weapon retrieve.
シーネと強。いや、俺ゼロデュエアンチだからね、これは KC 勝ちます。俺ゼロデュエマジで嫌いなんで、ゼロデュエやるぐらいだったら絶対 2D、3D の方が強い。このゲームは。ゼロデュエと GE のワンコンバイパー。いや、それはゼロデュエだな、まだ。ワンコンバイパーマジで終わってる。本当に頭おかしい。政治出すのはね、俺はもうね、割と時代遅れだと思ってるけどね。政治出すんなら、サイファーでいいし、俺なんならね、デッドロックでもいいと思ってるよ。まだ採用率低いけど。デッドロックそんなね、ゴミすぎるキャラだと思ってない。バインドにおいては。政治よりは強いと思ってる。デッドロック。それかまあハーバーか。政治ってなんで時代遅れになったんですか？まあヒール量の少なさと、あと上位互換キャラが出てきたことが時代遅れだね。政治出すんだったらハーバーでいいし、ドロマップでも。なんならデッドロックでもいいし。別にあそこの壁もさ、デッドロックでできるからさ、別に政治じゃなくていいんだよな。でもデッドロックだったら壊してる間にプレッシャーかけることできるし、弾通るから。で、定点グレができるからね、全然戦略的、政治よりも。政治の定点別に逃げれるからな。デッドロックの定点絶対しゃがんで逃げれなくなるから外すまでは。結構強いんだよな。ウルトも強いし。政治は壁の上乗ってなんぼ。そうだね、もう壁の上乗って戦う術を使わないのだったら、別に政治の必要ない。ぐらい政治はバインドで弱い。いや、デッドロックは俺、マジで評価高いけどな。いや、高くはないけど、中の中ぐらいだけど、世間が思っているよりかは俺評価してるけどな。センサーが、いや、バインドだとゴミじゃないよ。バインドは強い。フッカーっていう存在がね、強くしてる。デッドロックを。アイソの下が政治。いや、アイソの上やね。ダントツ最下位アイソで、その次が政治、俺の中だと。バインドにおいてはね、俺スプリットにおいては結構ティア高いけど政治。でもアイソは全マップ通して最下位。いや、ねこれね、ここだけの話ね、バインドオーメンはもっと使われていいと思ってます。バインドオーメンがね、過小評価されすぎてる。なぜなら難しいから。難しいから過小評価されてるけど、極めたら絶対多めの方が強い。結局あれだからね、汎用性高いキャラが一番使えるから。ウルトはブリムの方が強いですよね。強い。どのマップでも正直ブリムの方がウルト強いけど、他のアビリティが全部強い。多めの方が。シュラステパラモク。競技のレベルが上がったから多めが当たり前。いや、スカイが弱体化されて、展開がさらにスローペースになったから多めが増えてきた。そのブリムの目だと3回使ったら終わりだけど、多めのスモークは4回ぐらい使えるから、これで。いや、A の攻めの目もね、辛くないよ。もう同時に耐えて GO なんてシーンね、なかなかないから今。それより多めの目でエリアをゆっくり取ってった方が強いと思ってる俺は。わからんけど。で、そう、パラってね、かゆいところに手が届くスキルなんだよな、バインドにおいて。こうカウンターにもできるし、攻めにも使えるし、結構ね、汎用性高いんよ、バインドのパラ。あと、シュラステがなんといっても強いね。やっぱり。トラックやったり、フェイク TP もできるし。このマップのシュラステ一番強いまである。クローブの評価は、A プラスぐらい。S ではない。バインドの目で、S はバイパーだけ。で、A にオーメン、A マイナスにブリムって感じかな。いや、でも A プラスでオーメンでもいいかもな。それは競技シーンに限った話。そうよ。ランクだったらブリムが SS。ブリムが SS で、バイパーが A プラスで、他は B。あ、いや、クローブは S か。ブリム SS、クローブ S。バイパー A、他は B。痛恨ならどんな組み合わせ？バイパーオーメンが好き。クローブオーメンでも面白そう。だけどバイパーが必須だから、クローブバイパーかな。ふっと勝てそうですがどうでしょう。いや、負ける。絶対に負けてくれ。絶対負けてくれ。フット。この試合に限って俺はフットのアンチ。
but it seems like they had their hands on the reins for quite a while. And
いや、ゼロデュエがね、のさばってはいけないんよ、競技シーンに。
Then again, I do know foot, and when you see a round you don't think is repeatable, you're wrong, because they'll win the next one with classics on the next map. It just keeps happening. They've done it here already, and with 11 to 11 on the line, Martin, I saw he had an op earlier, but he's given it over to Narrate instead, playing a closer angle, and that's why 2 quick kills, and the third from Shin. KC.
はい、今のね。今のもうなんかゼロデュエでフラッシュが月光しかないから渋って木抜けて死にました。今のデュエがいればレイズだったらルンバ、ジェットだったらブリンク、スモークブリンクでエリア広げて取れた。
find themselves the kills here, and if they use the TP, their opponents will be waiting.
Oh no, this is going to be commitment. Wall saved, perhaps for the spawn, but they have to fight for it first.
Nice.
He's going nowhere.
Nice.
3 quick kills.
Nice, カーマインコープ。いいね。分からせよ、ゼロデュエよ。一応 KO いるんよ。KO なんてもう、イニシアないから、ほぼ。戻った。戻ってきた。やばい、これ俺が落ちたからこれ KC が負ける。いけるか。
I don't know if he's quite snuck his way in. They're definitely expecting it. In fact, I see Narrate holding it. But now,
ああ、俺が死ななければな。
after the wall down, I mean,
俺が
Seaman went to get it, took damage from it, and then they used the TP.
俺が落ちなければな。おい、毒どこ入れてんねん、定点。おい、初めてか、バイパー。そこでプラントできないけど。
Now they're going to have an even bigger deficit, and as we've said, when it comes to these retakes, this is where the death ball of KC.
はい、ただいま。
Oh, it's just been ruthless every time. CNED's now backing up inside of Hookah, be able to provide.
Let's go, KC.
Actually, not the death ball. Split
Let's go.
into 2-man squads.
Let's go, Magram. Let's go, Tomasi. Let's go.
And that round is already sealed.
Oh, we won.
KC deal with him and find the defuse with plenty of time to split.
Let's go. GG.
KC's victory.
I knew it. やばいってこれ。オーメンバイパー、セージジェット、サイファー。
The compositional changes is
マジで。
to keep an eye on how they're going to properly utilize the Sage. That round at least was just
やばいだろ、ケージでカメラ隠して置いてんの。キモすぎでしょ。ワンウェイケージでカメラ置いてるの。新しすぎるって。
It's from here on out, really. I guess post plant denying their way back through, slowing them. There's going to be ideas, and we'll see them unfold. Probably not in this round. Very aggressive position from CNED.
いやでもね、これね、いけちゃうと思うよ。この構成だったら冗談抜きで。痛恨でエリア取りつつサイファーがイニシエーターみたいな役目になるから、これいけちゃうよ。正直。で、バンダルは取られます。これバンダルセーブしても良さそうだけどな。
Just dropping the trap on the floor. Maybe that was the plan in the last map with the wall. You just have to place the wall and you can do whatever you like. Now on the Jet, as you said, he didn't have a dash, but his only goal was to find fights. And as you mentioned, this round at least, Tomasi just going to save. Like, the holding on to the Vandal, he gets to keep the extra few credits. And what you can see out of Captain may just go hunting here. Only has a pistol to play with. They were hoping that they'd keep 4 rifles and maybe the pistol would go down. Instead, well,
いいな、バンダルセーブしたな。賢い。さすがカーマインコープ。ノイニーシはショットガンきつくねっていうのは下手くその発想ですか？ 4 割下手くそ6割普通。政治とサイファーいたらどうにかなる。オペレーターどうする？オペレーターはね、ケージとカメラでどうにかなる。あとは、勢いと政治の壁。どうにかなるとは言うてるけど、勝てるとは言ってないからね。俺は変わらず 20KC だから。最悪ね、ジェットオーメンでエリア広げれるからいいんよ。強ー。攻めはゼロデュエはそれができないから嫌い。最悪エリア広げるみたいなのができないから。よしんこれ強えわ。やっぱり政治採用のメリットは強制的に戦うエリアを限って自分たちが好きなエイムバトルに持ち込める。だからペパレみたいな感じだね、強みは。だからこことかもう一回区切っちゃって無理やりこっちのアングル潰して戦うとか、まあ B サイトだったらここ一回もう切っちゃって相手のアビリティ干渉しない状態にしてもう戦っちゃうとか、もうマジ無理やりだね。
That early aggression on A, so hard to deal with from KC. Foot have it in their head to go elsewhere. Take this towards the C site. Cage down and triggered, but they're pretty confident he hasn't gone running through the.
おい、カメラシーロに置きっぱなのマジ気分悪い。これほんと気分悪い。
Very reactive attack side right now from Foot. Playing aggressively A if they're challenged too much, falling straight back into a C-side take. Relying on the open as well. Yedushe again. This guy just pulls.
ほら、なんやかんや来ちゃう。なんやかんや来ちゃうよ、これ。ほら。新しいアングル作り出してさ。なんやかんやいけちゃうんよ。ほら。
Teammates were there. Guys, I've killed everyone. Could you watch my flank, please? But they will now look to close it. Shin. This time we're not switching up. It will still be the trade out.
パワーなんだよね。結局。フィジで解決。なんだあのカメラマジで。あれでマウントの情報取るのか。おもろいな。おもろいやんけ。ちょっとおもろいやん。あれ見えたらパラの準備なんだろうな。敵視点。だからマウント入れないんだろうな。ちょっとおもろいのやめてや。
Cena is not going to stop pushing. If he is told to push A, he will push A every single round and just continue to try and take these fights, even if they almost just seem like suicide. Like for the last couple of rounds, it has been him just walking.
ほら、このさ、カメラと木と、木じゃないか。いや、これ木か。カメラと木と、このカーテンと木で、オペとか長めのアングル警戒しながら、情報は取れてんだよな。
CNET literally cloudburst dashed in and then walked back out. Just, oh, we're taking it, or are we? Oh, here we come now. Now run away. And it's planted on C. Like they've got to feel like fools after this round because they've been played like them. And you mentioned starting this round out, funnily, that a lot of this map is about the push and the pull. Tom, well, they have pulled them to the other side of the map, pulled their arm on this one, and unfortunately, there's not going to be much to say on the way back through. Mainly because of the time it's taken them to rotate back. They're still up against this many players. There's a poison orb waiting for them. And presumably, a snake fight. All right, Ada Captain just fights them ahead of it. And
power.
Let's just take the duels. Why not? They're winning all of them.
Wow.
Only one player dropped. Cracks.
フェイクガン刺さりからのパワー。ちなみにコメントで見たけどね、痛恨にセージは俺大嫌いだよ。マジで。アビリティのシナジーはマジゼロだからね。これ本当に個々のフィジカルでしかないからね。個々のフィジカルを最大限に生かすというか、フィジカルでどうにかしてる構成だからこれ。
In holding.
What is this? What ungodly act is Magnum about to try? An Ares?
I've never seen anyone be so all in on the Odin and then hate the Ares as much.
Trash.
It's just such a weird combination though. Like most people who are like most people who are sweats of the
それがトルコ、それがトルコよ。
No,
the
get a
Ares,
sheriff.
whereas you just hate it.
It's trash. If you're in an open fight with an Ares and you win it, your opponent's bad, right? That's the only way. I like the idea of fighting around Mount, but well, Shin wasn't quite there on time to take that fight. Big ult now as the
Power.
gives away these
Non-stop.
positions. No surprise element in
ジェットが楽。
Makes it so
破
much
壊
harder for him to find any value as
破
they
壊
realize he's alone and go hunting him down. Nice stuff.
ほらエコラウンドアビリティなんていらないんだって一つも。アビリティ切れたタイミングでドライで進行して倒せばいいんだもん。去年の EMEA リーグから見てないけどこんな感じだった。ほらもう。 いや去年はもうちょっとねチームしてたよ。マップによっては突き抜けてたけどパールとかシーネットゴーキルこれが作戦です。ほらもうやばいもんエントリーの仕方が。カーテン抜けてバー走るだけよ。
In fact, you're going to see Shin swap it out on the way. Instead, the Vandal now in hand to rotate in, but Tamazi's here early. I think earlier than they'll realistically expect. Getting something done will be very difficult in the camp. Now it's spotted them. Now they've got that information to play with. I don't know where Krax is going. He's going to be late to the party, but they've got the util to potentially delay them. They've got Tamazi, though, picking up Yedige. Now Mr. Fallen's alone, and this could start to get very scary unless Krax quickens the pace. Mr. Fallen has to hold strong in the site. It's only a matter of time.
Wow,
There's the peak. But Tamazi falls, and the flag comes through eventually. Foot thinking on levels we...
ちなみにパールの時もねセットがねあれだからねセットって2種類あって敵の位置を見てからかますセットともうとりあえずぶっ放すセット前者が本当にうまいバロなんだけど後者は本当にパワー系なんだよね。相手の位置が分かんないの適当に打ってるから一応そのパールのセットアップはね後者だったんよフットとりあえずぶっ放してグレとかをでそこにいたらそこに入れないようにしてあとはフィジー破壊みたいな分かるとりあえずねその場所にはいられたくないから打っとこうっていうだけなんよね。そこにいなきゃ打ち合いで勝ちゃいいやみたいな敵がいる場所に的確に入れるんじゃなくていそうな場所にとりあえず入れとくだからパワー系なんよ。
9 versus FPX, 11 versus Heretics when they played in EMEA. Even still though,
実況も今2パターンしかないっていじってた。マジ2パターンよ。
Different flair to this round for him. Wouldn't be surprised if he dives into C and they go plan A. There's a little bit of a lurk battle going on for Yedige. Shin's locking down the A side of the map, trap covering the B aggression. And this scrap here is just to take the utility out of their hands on a map, a side of the map where they know there's so much to play with. And that paranoia will get nothing but the information that there's a player there. Shin's staying close to
抜きてる抜きてる。ああ。
both players jumping, but Yedige is
おいおいマジで
to find
パワー系すぎ
Now
る。
they can look towards this A site, seeing it's wide open, but seeing even more
腹
so
食らってワンウェイ来た後もケージの継続中に詰めてくるんよ。
The wall from Magnum gives him an angle. He's using it against them.
ああ。
He completely
破壊
distracts them.
ありがとうございます。
Fight on the players
破壊
entering.
入ります。
CNED's there behind, giving them a fright and leaving Narrate all
は
three kills for the Jet in the
い。いや
final
こいつ強いんよマジで。
for Foot as we close out
こいつが一番強いんよ。
You know, not to say that CNED wouldn't do this on other agents, but the thing that I love about him on a Jet,
逆にディフェンダーの方がむずいよちなみにこれ。
that had nothing to do with Jet. He just wide swung, shot an op in the head. That's
ノ
how
イ
he
に
does
知っ
it.
て。
But is he going to do that on some other agents? If you're a Sage doing that off rip in the round, what are you doing, bro?
We
You're
saw
throwing.
that. He sometimes would
攻めはさまあ最悪5人で1個突っ込めばまあ取れるしまあジェットがファーストブラッド取ればどうにかなるけどまあこうなるんだよね。全部ボディで見る弊害がまあこうなるんですよ。これ全然こっから逆転もあるよ。
Sue had her fun fact up earlier, and it is 3 out of 3 so far. When Foot lose the pistol, 100% of the time,
It has
they win
to,
the
the
follow-up.
stat has to end sometime.
It does. It does.
And the pistol round isn't over yet, you know? Still got
You're
the
right.
Sage Wall.
Enemy remaining.
How about now?
The Rain. Looking like he might just close this one out. There you go, now it's over. And Andalili.
強えなナレート。受け方えぐいって。マジでファントムみたいに解ける。
Like it's a normal round.
They
Because
just have to be
for Foot,
careful
it
of
is.
this. The CNED,
Oh.
so you got to be kind of careful of that because he's quite good with snipers.
He's all right. He's known for hitting the
え、これさ、もう C ネットキャリー構成やん、ただの。C ネットなんとかしてください。お願いしますの構成やん、これ。
Again, on this match, with the way Foot are playing, they're tucked in a lot of closer angles. They're not going to give those opportunities away quite as easily. There's 3 players, and now sort of is a stack on A that they're running into, but up against those weaker weapons. KC have the advantage, extended with cracks falling, and eventually they'll finish off Yedege, approaching every fight with a sense of caution, and this is why they've ended up back in a 2v2, and out of Captain's Classic.
やばい
What's happening?
いや、すぎる。おい、こいつが強すぎる。
Where out of Captain is.
脳筋全一だろ、マジで。
That classic has crushed the dreams of teams before, and it may just do it again with Magnum not exactly low, but with 30 seconds left, Tom, he has to plant that spike. He has to give it away.
30
The
seconds
turret will
left.
help him at least lock down some control.
I got the spike.
Be anywhere at this stage. Slight upgrade of the rifle. The information will be there. Snake.
おい。
Magnum just used it as bait.
マジで C ネットキャリー構成。もうどんどんアビリティがなくなっていって壊されていって最終的にオフアングルで待つだけのエージェントになるからなみんなサイファーセージジェットとか特にいや GG 終わったもんこれはもうフットの勝ちだあフットじゃないカーマインコープの勝ちだもうカーマインコープはインストールしたフットの上の勝ち方を GG もう俺が言う通りにねこれ俺13の10で勝つからカーマインコープこっからラン取れないよフットは強いウルトもないしねいやー C ネット先輩お願いしますキャリーしてくださいお願いします
They are still going to continue their push. Cracks was the one man on the site. He has been forced back. And it looks like they might just opt to try and set up around CNED's singular rifle. He's still going strong. A second kill already in this round is starting to fall
ちょ
apart
っとボコしすぎておもんないし配信閉じよ強すぎるカーマインコープが
Throughout their last series and this one. Rifle recovered for CNED. Blade Storm in his back pocket.
I'll find you.
Almost expect him to give that to Cracks. They have 3 rifles now as they set their sights on the site itself. KC very much fragmented. There's an initial duel on Narrate, unable to trade. The slow it kept them in position, and now all hope lies with Martin. Showstopper in, and it's caught a kill. The ace with the nade. The shot. Martin was quiet, but now he's walking back up just in time.
おい全てが完璧じゃんウルトラドロップ入ってワンキルしてグレーで手前にゾーニングして手前に来させてショーティーで決めるうますぎかよレッツファッキングゴーだこれ
So winnable, quick play by Martin, but it's shut down immediately. Shot out of CNED doesn't land. But with Martin down, the rest of the players are a little further back. The wall won't keep them out for very long. It does allow a little bit of a reposition from Mr. Fallen, who's close and ready to fight. Sneak through from Tamazi as we're on board with him. Viper's Pit's blocking out B, but it looks like they'll bypass that with a crunch from Spawn and from the connector. The idea here, hopefully Tamazi can pick them up as they move into position. The rotates out of the A site being watched, and he's turned at the wrong moment. That timing is abysmal. The second surprise element as they rotate back to the A site, he can get a beautiful flank. Everything comes down to timing for him with the player coming behind, and it's only a matter of time until he turns. Anyways, it's Shin left alone. 1 man against 5 from Foot. A near impossible clutch, and Well, he can take the bragging rights back from Martin if he wins this one. The spike down in the open. Next to no information and 30 seconds left. It looks like this one is already in the bag with an 11-8 scoreline. We could even ask the question of how much damage can he do. But the answer to that is
HP 30なのに。
And Andaluthia flawless to
just fire back. Oh, nice shot!
当ててる。
5 HP already. Can't catch a break. Well, at least now CNED's missed a shot.
Well, I know who can't go through that snake bite.
You should run.
It's already, that was one of the weapons they've had. They've had to hand it over on the other side. Lockdown is going to be put into play. Doesn't seem like Foot are going to over-rotate just yet. Still wary that this is a ruse, and CNED was trying to just hit the shot. It will be detected.
食らうんかい。
They're not going to mine it too much, especially without a captain doing that. And they thought they had a way into the site. The man just disrespected him. He was CNED's defender. CNED would have died if he went down as well.
GG.
A ludicrous display from
It's
Anacaptain.
over.
And maybe the end of the map.
It doesn't even stop them from going backside because you have someone like Shin who's shrouded stepping past the snake bite. He can get there early. So for him to just run out like that is ludicrous.
It's over.
But it works. Of course it does. This is Foot we're talking about. 5 versus 3, 5 HP on Martin.
Oh, no.
He's out.
GG.
And it looks like just Tamazi, the last man standing and the last to fall in this game. At least on this map, Breeze is
30
up next. If
seconds
Foot secure a 13-8. And my, what a map that will be. 20
Oh,
seconds left and an up staring
GG.
down at him. It's a round and map win for Foot. 13-8.
マジか。いや、ちゃうて。それ勝つのはちゃうて。あー。いや、タクティクスじゃねえのか、これは。
Offside play as well.
めちゃめちゃ有益になる
Gets hit by the knife.
3 people did.
解説をしながら、本当に日本のバロラント界で一番有益なウォッチパーティーしてますよ。強っ。
I can see the frustration in the cam as well from Martin.
見ました今の皆さん。このゲームエイムです。はい。なので、毎日感謝のボット打ち1万体しましょう。ほら、エイムっすこれ。エイムです。うわ、このショックダーツ。うわ、うんまっ。マジ？今のショックダーツの回でラウンド取れるんじゃない？これ見えた。来た。銃声。いやーマジか。エイムだ。エイムだわ。エイムです。このゲームエイムなんで、アビリティとか一旦忘れましょう。1日のルーティンを教えます。コバーク10時間、エイムラボ10時間、ランク3時間でいきましょう。ブリーズはね、ガチな話をすると、ブリーズの KO 構成は特に話すことないんだよな。KO ってさ、索敵はできるけど、エリア取れるキャラではないから、結局ミッドでワチャワチャした後にどっちかメインダッシュするみたいなキャラなんだよな。ドローンがあるわけでもないし。ね、ないんですよ。今のメタは夜構成。夜構成の方がね、戦略的に戦える。
I'm sure Narrate probably agrees. Hunter's Fury is going to help out massively. They're trying to use these ults to pad the gap, but CNED has now popped one of his own.
Wow.
He realized what's going on a little bit earlier than anyone else.
KO と夜の違いは KO のより夜の方が相手の動きを見て戦い方変えれる。ほらね、これもうパワーなんよ。結局エイム、ブリーズはエイムなんだよこれ。触りましたか？KC のカーテンの糸はリテイク用のカーテンプラスエリアキープ用のカーテンだね。斜めに炊くよりも縦に 切った方がリテイクには使える。斜めっていうか横に切るよりもか。今そのカーテン焚いてもね、カーテン越しに木抜きで潰されたりセットで殺されたりってのがよくあるから、だったらもう縦に切ってまずこっち側をリテイクしてカーテン上げてこっち側とファイトしてクリアリングしましょうねっていうリテイクカーテンだね。3セットの B と一緒。考え方的にはもう普通に木体回転とか焚いてたね、もう抜かれちゃうから。お、待って、これ B プッシュ。B プッシュガバーガッチガチに刺さるぞこれ。うわあ、いやいやいや、裏取ったけど3発では倒せなくない？普通え？うますぎん？ゴースト。やばい、エース？あーシェーシ。It's over. It's over. GG. It's too easy.出んのそれ。フラッシュもらって。こんにちは。あー、ちゃんと警戒してるの。えらー。でこういうプレーしかできないんだよね、KO構成って。夜構成だったらあそこにデコイも含めるから相当テクイリテイクにはなるんだけど、KO構成だとマジでそうなんだよな。
That single piece of utility, Cloudburst used Dash Herd, and 2 players spotted with the knife. Huge information.
Wow.
Capitalizing on it is something else entirely, evidently. Foot have been shut down. This was
俺結構
with some serious bite to it.
どこだったっけな。
Well, they've come out of that one empty-handed.
ナビだったっけな。オーメンバイパー夜みたいな構成好きなんだよな。オーメンバイパー夜相場サイファーみたいな。ちょっとむずいけどオーメン夜構成好き。あ、ナビだよね、やっぱ。難しいけどマジで伸びしろというか理論値は一番高い。アストラはどうですか？アストラも高いね。アストラはかなり伸びしろはあるけどオーメンよりむずい。アストラはオーメンが理論値高い理由はね、ジェットにできることはできてジェットにできないことができるから理論値が高い。サイファーのワイヤーとか気にせずにエントリーできるし、でこのマップだったらオーメンでオペ運用できるし、でパラノイアもあるしで。うわ、いいフラッシュ。あ、いやフィジーあたカプテンやん。あたカプチェンやん。ね、2021のシーネってやばかったよね。2021のアセンドはマジシーネットとジーフが強すぎてやばかった。強かったマジで。やばない？えぐ強いけど覚醒なかなかないかも。バンピックで試合が決まった。
Yeah, and Mr. Fallen as well. You're talking about the headshot through the smoke. That was Mr. Fallen's recon that got that done. Huge impact in the round that they came towards B. And even if the stats don't show it, only assists. It depends which one we're talking about.
アレサの予想何でしたっけ？21フットですけど。
And then you talk about the last round for Mr. Fallen and IGL. A leader, and he leads from the front with a 3K to put 12 on the board to give Foot 5 chances to close out this map. and finally have their revenge on KC, the team that ended
さ
their
すが
run
に
to get to
さすがに
Madrid.
EMEA のリーグで 2-0 はありえん。
To reach international events.
起きたことない 2-0 なんて
Back on form with a
人生で1回も
2-0 start to the season. If they can get one more of these next 5 rounds.
Unfortunately as well, the buy stinks.
さすがに 2-0 予想はエアプ。
Like literally a pistol on one of the players. Now straight away, they are going to be able to take the util off this time. Cena hasn't been able to use much of it, and the Hunter's Fury definitely
わ
giving
ー
Yedajay the extra space.
うえー
Again and
Ah.
again, he just takes over these rounds. The individuals on foot are thriving. And well,
GG.
they're actually one of the most fearsome teams within EMEA right now. They are back with a
GG です。
Vengeance.
パワーで終わった
That's the key word here. KC took him down last time.
3ラウンド連続誰かが4キルして終わったんだけど、 アタカプタン4キル2連続、その後イエツジェイが4キルして終わった。むちゃくちゃ。